Today is about our student athletes. Today is about providing our student athletes facilities that they need and they deserve. And many of you have made that happen. One of the number one jobs we had to do was hire an architectural firm, and we had many good ones. And we went worldwide, I would say worldwide. Wouldn't you say that, Ronnie, to get the best we could? We hired an architectural firm out of Kansas City, and the gentleman who's going to say a few words about this facility, you got to believe him because he's worked on facilities at schools like Kansas State, Mississippi, Washington State, University of Miami, Rice University, University of Houston, and I can go on and on and on. And they've built some of the best facilities in the world. He is their design director and principal in charge for AECOM Sports, and he's been wonderful to work with. His staff, I bought him lunch today at Fat Patty's because the budget actually came, the bids actually came in underneath the budget. And that usually doesn't happen, and that was a great sign that this project's off and running. And to come up and say a few words about our facilities, I'd like to introduce a professional, a class guy, Mr. John Nemeth. John?
So you know if Mike bought me lunch, it had to have been a good day, right? Just start off with a couple of brief things, and then I'll turn it back over to Mike. We tell our team, every time we bring a new team member to Huntington, our firm received a design award in Charleston 2 weeks ago, and we brought the members of that team up to Huntington so they could see the work that we're doing here. And we always remind everybody the first time they come what a special place Huntington is, what a special place Marshall is, and what a true honor it is for our firm. We're a big firm, offices all around the country, a large office here in the state of West Virginia, but how much of an honor it is for us to be able to do work at Marshall University. So I just thank Dr. Cobb, thank Mike, thank you all for allowing us the opportunity to share this vision with you all and be a part of some really great things that are happening. Mike stole my thunder. Usually I got a name drop and I can talk about how phenomenal this project's going to be, and I can tell you about all the schools east to west, north to south, big to small that we've done that at. So thanks, Mike. I got to come up with something new to say now. But I think it really is true. We've really had the privilege and the honor to be involved in some really special facilities for some really special programs. You know, as much as it pains me to say, we've even had the opportunity to work for your hated rival up the road. But it does give me great pleasure to tell you this: there's nothing in the city of Morgantown like there's going to be in the city of Huntington. So just real quick, and then I'll give it over to the professionals. You know, from the 10,000 feet of academic space, over 10,000 square feet of academic space, the over 20,000 square feet of the translational sports medicine. I mean, again, that's really Dr. Cobb's vision and dream, and we're just happy to be a part of helping him realize his dream. That is a true one-of-a-kind component of this facility. You'll hear state-of-the-art and one-of-a-kind and best, but really that component of this building, folks, that's one-of-a-kind. We've never done anything like that. We've never seen anything like that in the country, and that one piece is going to be really special in terms of performance enhancement, rehabilitation, and getting folks back on the field again. And then the indoor full-length field, the track, all that. I mean, there are plenty of folks who try to do projects as nice as this and they fail. Marshall's one of the few places that's really going to see it through. You guys are going to have a class facility, and again, one that everybody should be proud of, and we're really, really happy to be part of it ourselves.
And this young lady will be a senior this next year. And you know where she runs track to train to represent Marshall University? She runs on a rubber mat in the hallway of the Henderson Center. And not one time has any of her teammates complained about what they don't have. They are thankful for what they have, but that's not right. And with this new indoor facility, with a 300-meter, 6-lane track, her and along with many student athletes for years and years and years and years to come will have a facility that represents the class of this university. So I'd like to ask her to come up from a student-athlete perspective and share a few words with you. And she's a wonderful young lady, and she's just one example of those 375 student-athletes that we have in our athletic program. Ha-ha Lynch, come on up. Thanks, good luck. Thank you.
Hadassah Lynch. It's a pleasure and honor to be here today to represent Marshall University student athletes at this momentous occasion, along with my track and field teammates, also known as the She Herd. The idea of sharing the stage with such distinguished Marshall alumni, Chad Pennington, Mr. Justice, and Mike Hamrick, is humbling. The reason we're here today is to celebrate the growth of Marshall athletics. Being a Parkersburg native, I've always been proud of where I come from. I'm a proud West Virginian. It was a dream of mine to come to Marshall and to run and to compete at the highest level. I would not change my time here at Marshall for anything, from the coaches to the academic staff, the training room, and my academic staff. Everyone has taught me a lesson and molded me into the person that I am today. All of the wonderful opportunities I've been given is truly a blessing, and I will never forget it. All of the positives involved with being a track and field athlete are immense, but there was and is that elephant in the room that will soon be gone. I remember my first van ride to Huntington High. The idea of running on a track just brought joy to my soul, just to not be on level E running on concrete. But it was a blessing in disguise because we worked twice as hard to get where we are today. I feel like our track team is a reflection of our community and the fact that we have preserved and overcome some obstacles to maximize our potential. Once again, our community and our athletic program has overcome another huge obstacle, a financial one. Many people, including myself, didn't think it was possible that we could raise $30 million for this project. It wasn't that I didn't think the fans didn't care, but it was simply the economic times and the monumental task at hand. But with great joy and happiness, I was ecstatic to know that I was wrong. It is through the generosity of individuals such as Mr. Justice and Mr. Pennington and a lot of you here today that this dream has become a reality. The vision that President Cobb has for athletics at Marshall University is remarkable. He has moved our university forward to a place where many others could not. Mr. Hamrick came here 3 years ago and hit the ground running and has yet to stop. The man does not deal very well with the word no, and I thank him for that. Our athletic department is in wonderful hands and will be very relevant nationally very soon. There's a good chance that I won't get to run on the indoor facility, but knowing that the young ladies after me brings happiness to my soul. This indoor athletic complex will be the state-of-the-art, the indoor facility that will include a football field and my beloved track, and an academic center with state-of-the-art technology, along with a medical research center all athletes can rehab under the finest care. This facility will put Marshall University in the rightful place when it comes to competing at the highest level. Marshall has a very special place in my heart, and I know it does to all of you, and it's important that we never lose sight of that. Once again, thank you for everyone supporting this effort, and I look forward to a very bright future.
Nice job. I can stand here for 20 minutes and talk about the accomplishments that he has. $300 million in capital projects, either built or going on. I never thought Marshall University would have a pharmacy program. Never thought Marshall University would have a physical therapy program. I never thought we'd have a public health program like we have. And believe me, all those years I walked down 3rd Avenue, I never thought I would see a $50 million engineering building that highlights the beauty of this campus. Little did I know that in 2008, he co-authored legislation that created the Bucks for Brains program, whereas if donors would give $1, the state of West Virginia would give $1 to Marshall University for research. $15 million was the limit. He was laughed at. Marshall University can't raise $15 million. Just like several people questioned me, are you kidding me? You can't raise $20 million. Well, guess what? He's raised $15 million, and he makes weekly trips to Charleston to try to get that limit raised so he can go out and raise more money for our university. He's the reason why we're here today. And it happened 3.5 years ago in a hotel in Cincinnati. And it gives me great honor and privilege to introduce the president of Marshall University, Dr. Stephen Kopp.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you all for joining us today. What a spectacular day it is. Few things in life make you as proud as seeing a collective vision becoming a reality. One of the things that Mike left out of our conversation, or a couple of them anyway, I said, Mike, I need somebody leading this athletic program that's not going to tell me that the answer to all of our financial challenges in athletics is to sell a few more chairbacks. I need somebody who's going to go out with me and on behalf of our athletic program and work with major donors to help make this vision happen. We need our entire Marshall University family supporting the growth and development and enrichment of this university for our athletic programs, for our academic programs, and all the things that we need to do to better serve the people of this region and our nation. And Mike talked about his experience with major gift fundraising. And I'll tell you, this man knows how to raise money. Many of you in this audience, if not all of you, have been approached about what you can do to help with the Vision campaign. And you all know just how much you've met that challenge and helped. And I can't thank you enough. It's all of us working together, and these young people, our student athletes, as Mike said, deserve the best, the very best that we can provide for them. I just left a meeting over in the College of Business with their business advisory group. And they weren't literally pounding the table, but it was like, what are you going to do about the facilities for the College of Business? Well, I could go to a bunch of other colleges and hear the same story. What are you going to do about our facilities? What are you going to do about our facilities? We have a lot of challenges here. And anyone who has not been paying attention, just simply close your eyes, look at a picture from 2005, look at a picture of this campus in 2013 and ask yourself, have we done anything? Hell yes, we've done things. And we're going to continue to do things. But unfortunately, we can't do it all at once. We have to expect great things. We have to understand that we're going to face challenges financially, just like we're encountering this upcoming fiscal year and perhaps the next year, and maybe the year after that. But we can't let that stop us from dreaming, imagining, and creating a better future for everyone associated with this university and our community and our state. We simply can't roll up in a little ball and say, I'm terrified of the future. We got to stop everything we're doing, go back into a hole, and wait until the wind and the storm blows over. The approach that we've taken, the Board of Governors administration, in combination with our entire university community, has been, this is a time of great opportunity. This is a time when our expectations ought to be at their highest level. And this is a time for people willing to roll up their sleeves and help solve problems, need to come to the fore, get involved, whether it's through your treasure, whether it's through your time, whatever it is, to help us bridge these problems and rise to an entirely different level. I am absolutely committed to doing that here. I've been doing it for 8 years, and I'd sure like to do it a whole lot longer because you people in this community and this university means everything to me. I committed to it. I'm here. I'll be here. We have a lot of work to do together, and I would like your help. I would like your support, and I don't want to be questioning myself about whether I have it. We have an awful lot to do, and we have an awful lot to look forward to. You are a part of it, and hail to our student athletes. Thank you for your patience. We are delivering on our promise. Thank you all for being with us today.
This guy is a Marshall University Hall of Famer, and we honor him with a black and white picture in the hallway of the Henderson Center. No longer we'll have as good a Hall of Fame facility here as anybody in the country, and to honor the Chad Penningtons and the Mike D'Antonis of the world who've meant so much to Marshall University. It's just so gratifying to be around Chad and to work with Chad and for him to be a part of our program. Let's give a warm welcome for one of the all-time greats, Chad Pennington.
Thank you so much. For once in my life, I'm actually speechless. I'm so excited about today. I really am. This is such a great, amazing day. And 18 years ago this summer, I took my first steps on the Marshall University campus and started to become a son of Marshall. And 18 years now, here we are, 18 years later, and I'm able to be a part of the greatest project in the history of our university. And what an honor it is, what a privilege it is for me to stand before you today, because I am a product of you. I'm a son of Marshall that's a product of you and your support while I was here for my 4.5 years as a student athlete. And what an amazing experience it was for me. It was a fairy tale. You couldn't write a book better than how my college experience went. But today, really, if you look around and you see the fellas over here on my right, and you see the gals in the back, that's what today is all about. It's about them, because I was in their shoes. Not in a similar position, not in a similar situation, the exact same situation. I know exactly what they're going through, what they've been through, what they will go through, and I respect everything that they're trying to do. And the way that we respect what they're trying to do is through this facility, because what this facility does for our university, for a student athlete, it completes the process. When we bring a student athlete in, we're not only worried about what they're going to accomplish and how they're going to perform for us as Marshall University fans on the field or on the court. We are concerned about their total well-being as a student athlete and as a person. And that's what a facility like this says. It's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to be about it, and this is what this facility does. It's going to be about it. It's about them and what they're trying to get accomplished. It's a multifaceted facility. It's not a football facility. It is a student-athlete facility. Just take a look at what we're trying to do here. And what I love about the facility is it's not a facility where we're trying to equal the standards of another university. Our standards are higher than that. Our standards are much higher than that. This is our standard. This is what we are trying to do and what we are going to do. I always remember Bill Parcells always telling me, he would say, Pennington, the NFL, it's like a train, and it's moving, and you better jump on, and when it's done, it's over. You better get on, you better be ready. This project is like a train, and it's moving, and it's going forward. And if you haven't been a part of it yet, jump on, because we're leaving. It's leaving the station, and we're moving forward, and I'm so excited about it. But it's about our own standard. It's not about any other college or university within our conference or within the nation, this is our standard, and that's what's really exciting about it. I'm so excited about it because it's not just about the football team. It's about every student athlete that walks through our doors to say, you know what, I'm cared for here. I'm respected here. I have people around me that are going to help me get to where I want to go, because we've all been, whether we've been student athletes or just students, we've all been in their shoes, 18, 19 years old, just trying to figure it out, just trying to live it day by day, figure out what our goals are going to be, what we're trying to accomplish, what we want to be later on in our lives. And a facility like this makes that statement that we care about what you're trying to do. And Wayne Corbett would always say, there's no excuses, there's no explanations, and this is what this facility does. So now, what's great about it, as student athletes, no excuses, no explanations. We're going to have the facility for you guys to be successful as a student, as an athlete, and I'm so excited about this opportunity and what's going to happen. And we are so close to reaching our goal. And Mike and I had heard it time and time again that we wouldn't reach it, that you just can't do it. We are doing it. I promise you we are doing it. I would never put my name on something that I didn't believe in and wouldn't see it through. And with Mike's help, with Dr. Kopp's help, we're going to do this. The other thing that this facility does, and like Dr. Kopp said, our university has grown by leaps and bounds. You can see it all across campus. The campus that I was used to from 1995 to 1999, that campus is no longer. It has totally changed. And what this does is this raises our standard even higher and makes us a more well-rounded university. And that's what we want, and that's what, most importantly, we deserve, because we have a story here at Marshall University that no one else has. They always try to borrow our slogan. We are Fox Sports. We are this. We are that. No, there's one we are, and that is we are Marshall, period, end of story. And this is what this facility is all about. Mike, it's Hadassah, Hadassah, Hadassah. You got that? Okay, Parkersburg, West Virginia, Hadassah. And I've talked her into it. She's going to redshirt because she wants to experience this new indoor track. So we are rocking and rolling today. Thank you guys so much for being here today. What an awesome occasion. I'm really excited, as you can tell in my voice. And I'm excited about what's going on with our student athletes. And they have a special place in my heart because I've been there. I know exactly what's going on in their minds as well as their bodies and what they're trying to get accomplished. And it's not an easy task. And they're learning how to manage their time. They're learning how to make decisions. They're learning how to become professionals, whether it be from an athletic standpoint or from an academic standpoint. It's all related, and this facility certainly says that. There is still work to be done, but this train is moving and we're going on the right path, and we will get it done. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you.